Yo, welcome back to the Nerds with Glasses podcast. I am your host, Knowledge.
I'm the co-host, Javi Havy. Here at Nerds with Glasses, we're going to bring you our favorite gaming news of the week. And we're going to start with a very big one for you. I know you, Mike. Halo 5.
Yes.
It has finally been revealed to us.
Okay, let me do the slow clap.
Wait, we're
No,
off.
all right, never mind.
Whatever.
All right, bro. Okay.
Halo 5 Guardians.
All right, so guys, if you didn't hear about this, officially, Bonnie Ross, general manager of 343 Industries, officially announced Halo 5 subtitle
Guardians.
Awesome. It's due to come out in the fall of 2015, which I know was a big disappointment for a lot of people because they wanted it out this year.
They wanted it out this summer. They wanted to be playing the next Halo game.
Yeah, you know what? The bad thing was like that Halo is probably the best seller for any Xbox. For the first Xbox was the Xbox 360.
Right.
Halo's the reason to buy it. So I understand when people are frustrated. But like I said earlier this week, for all those who heard me, I said I don't mind if the game is delayed as long as the game is right. As long as
they do it right. So many games have been delayed, and it's usually whether it be production or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like for the BioShock, there are so many different things that they did before they finally released it. I just hope that even if they do delay it more, that it is a finished product.
Yeah.
That they don't rush it near the end.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm afraid that even if it does come out next year, I hope that it's ready. I hope they're not too rushed.
Yeah. No, and there's a lot of pressure because, I mean, obviously everybody expects this to be a big game, but, dude, it's going to be awesome. Yes. It's going to be awesome because, low-key, Halo 4 was good. And I know it gets a lot of hate. I know it's the cool thing to do to hate on every new game. Right. On every established like series, you know, any new Call of Duty game, hate. Any new Battlefield game, hate. Whatever. And I'm the first one to admit when a game sucks. I didn't really like Halo Reach that much as far as like multiplayer goes, but right. I do acknowledge it was like a polished game. It was good. Halo 4, same thing. Campaign was amazing. Spartan Ops was not really that good, but it had a good story. Yeah,
and that's a weird thing. You love the competitive online.
Yeah.
You know, you'll play Call of Duty for the online itself.
Yeah.
But you started playing Halo for both, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean,
kept up with it just story alone because, you know, after 3, I remember you didn't play that much.
Yeah, I mean, like it's just because, I don't know, when you don't have competitive ranks, I don't like
get out.
Yeah, it's just not boring. It's just boring to me. But like the story is so good in Halo that like it doesn't like right. I'm pumped up more for the story now than I am for the multiplayer. If the multiplayer is good, I mean at the very least the multiplayer is going to be good enough to play for a month. If I get bored of it, whatever. That's what happened with Halo 4. I played it for a month. It was fun.
Same here.
Yeah, and then I was like, all right, next thing. But the campaign.
You can go back. I still go back and play it every once in a while.
Yeah, me too. And the thing is, it's a great game now, and that's one thing that people got to recognize too. For those of you who are concerned about the Halo 5 multiplayer, Halo Reach came out in 2010. Halo 4 came out in 2012. That's a 2-year, cycle. Right. Yeah, that's a 2-year cycle. That now I know they were working on it a little earlier than that, but still, it was a short cycle. The original Halo came out in 2001. The second Halo came out in 2004, 3-year cycle. Same thing with Halo 3, came out in 2007, 3 years after 2004. Right. 3 years is almost that perfect sweet spot number for any like shooter or any like AAA game. That's enough time to finish the game, and in that last year they kind of take time to polish the game.
Right.
So like
too many games are just coming out too fast, and they're not. Right, that word polished. They're not polished. Sometimes they're even worse than the previous. Which is like just go off the same formula. Why are you changing so much? Like if you're gonna change it, finish it. Don't change it and stop halfway through.
Yeah, and that Activision created this world of having like these yearly games that come out. Updates, yeah, and so that's why a lot of these games they have like multiple publishers, so they're not polished and they don't have the same features, which is frustrating. I don't mind Halo being every 3 years. I don't mind Zelda being every 5 years.
Right.
Every Zelda is awesome. You know,
that doesn't have multiplayer, but
yeah. But I'm just saying, like, it's just far as like they make a good game. Like,
yes.
I don't mind waiting. So really excited about Halo 5. But you know, there's just you heard the other news too, right? So alongside with that, now this is a rumor, and it was reported by Engadget first, and then the story was spread by IGN and GameSpot too. But they also announced the Halo the Master Chief Edition to come out this year. Did you hear about that one?
I didn't hear about I mean, I heard about it, but not to the extent. I didn't realize it was something that was rumored. I just, heard about it. People were like talking about it like if it was an actual thing, but I hadn't seen any official data for it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what it is supposed to be is going to be Halo 1 through 4 going to be remastered for the Xbox One. I was actually more pumped up for this than I was for Halo 5.
Really?
Just because, bro, the only reason I don't play Halo 3 is because other motherfuckers don't play Halo 3. Like, there's no community there.
Oh, okay. So, so they were to bring it back remastered.
Yeah.
Hopefully the rumor is that I'm assuming the servers would be brought in to be,
or they,
so you can play
online. Well, who knows, like, how they would handle online, because I've been reading in the forums and people saying like, oh, this would be great, I'm gonna be playing Halo 2 online, and other people are like, oh, I'm gonna be playing Halo 3 online. And I just think to myself, logically, I was like, would they really do that? Would they really bring all 4 onlines? I think my theory is what's more plausible is if they're really gonna do 1 through 4, they would present 1 through 4 as one single campaign, like one 40-hour campaign, which would be cool,
right?
And then on top of that, have one multiplayer for all those
to share.
Instead
of having having to go into each individual game and try to find online.
Because you don't want to divide your user base.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to have
everyone's going to be playing Halo 1. You know what I mean? Like Halo 2.
You're not going to be able to find a game. Now I think that's going to be if they do that, that would be awesome. Just because I would imagine that you would get maps from every single, like the best maps,
That'd be very interesting.
What's going to concern people is that they're probably going to use the Halo 4 multiplayer
with the running
bases and then add the maps, kind of like what they did with the Halo Anniversary, the first one. Mm-hmm. When they released the Anniversary, they had the original campaign, and then they had Halo 1 maps with the Halo Reach gameplay. And so, like, people didn't really like that too much. So
yeah,
and like what everybody's been expecting. See, this was a shock to everybody because everybody's been expecting Halo 2 Anniversary.
Right.
That's been the rumors now for the past 4 or 5 months. The guy, I can't think of his name right now, but the guy who's Steve Downs, he's the voice of Master Chief, and he did an interview saying like, yeah, Halo 2 Anniversary is coming this year or whatever, and then of course, and then like they interview him again like a day later after it blew up on the internet. They're like, oh, he confirmed Halo 2 Anniversary.
Half-Life 3,
and then
Half-Life 3.
yeah, Half-Life 3 on the way. Oh my god. No, but yeah, and then they interviewed Steve Downs again. It's like, so you're confirming Halo 2 Anniversary, right? That's it. You're confirming it? And then he's like, oh, no. He like backed away
from
it.
His PR guy is like, dude, the internet is going crazy and you're not 100% sure?
Yeah.
Take it all back.
No, what happened was, like, Bill Gates called them, and he's like, it's not time. You're not supposed to release this. He got like the call from the CIA, just like call them back and tell them you're mistaken. Like
you heard wrong.
Yeah, because the whole thing is that Bonnie Ross. So last year at E3 they had that Halo trailer, which everybody was crazy about. They don't know. The trailer is very mysterious. There's no real details in it.
Right.
But it shows Master Chief in a cloak and all that. Mm-hmm. And then at the end it says Halo on Xbox One 2014. It doesn't say Halo 5. It doesn't say Halo 2 Anniversary. It just says Halo, and it says your Halo journey will begin in 2014. So Bonnie Ross said your Halo journey will still begin in 2014.
So I'm curious. A lot of people are speculating games, but how much do you think about the show or whatever they were doing with that? Do you think that could be what we were referring to?
I doubt it. I don't think there's any way that she would say that and mean it's the show.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, that was what I thought. But a lot of people we can't know. I mean, obviously, right now it's all rumor, all speculation. It's just
And as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure, not 100% sure, but I'm 90% sure that the show was confirmed for 2015. But the thing is, they're making several shows now.
Right.
They're making 2 different Halo shows. So like the main one, the Steven Spielberg one, the one that we heard at E3 is confirmed for 2015. But now there's another show that they're talking about that doesn't star Master Chief, or like it's kind of an unrelated thing, but in the Halo universe.
Oh, okay.
So like a lot of stuff going on. But
and I just wanted to ask you, to me it was just a very curious thing that they put the whole name Guardian behind it.
Yeah, a lot of speculation about that too. It's actually the first game in the main series that has like a subtitle.
Right. All the ones that have Master Chief are numbers.
Yeah, numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. ODST, not Master Chief. Reach, not Master Chief. Wars, not Master Chief. Not Master Chief. I don't know. My theory is that if you follow the story, especially with Halo 4, you see that the Forerunners are the Guardians of the Galaxy. That's their quote-unquote mantle of responsibility. Mm-hmm. The whole point is that Didac thinks the Forerunner should hold that, and the Librarian thinks that humans should take over.
That we can do better than them.
Yeah, and that they should become, the Guardians of the Galaxy, and that therefore even Master Chief would be the Didact, and Cortana would be the Librarian. Hopefully that's what the story is. Really interesting about the picture. Did you see the picture?
I did not, actually. I got a glimpse of it, but I didn't really pay attention to it.
Yeah, here, I'm showing you the picture right now. So the picture shows Master Chief on one side, and it shows another Spartan on the other side.
Whoa.
The Spartan, now it's been confirmed that the Spartan is a new character. Okay. And works for Oni. One of the executive producers of the game reported that. So we don't know who this person is or what it has to do, but I don't know. What do you see? I think it's kind of weird that they're reflected.
Yeah, that's what. To be honest, I saw it different, but I don't know. To me, when I first saw it, I just thought it was Master Chief. Took some of the armor off or something. I didn't realize that it could be a completely different.
Yeah. So it is a completely different character. And I don't know, there has to be a reason they're reflected on the picture. There has to be some duality going on in here. I'm thinking they're introducing this new character as a playable character. Remember in Halo 2, Arbiter was a playable character. Maybe they want to spin off the series and maybe create this new character, this new badass. Just the picture, the guy looks badass.
Yeah.
Right?
You have Master Chief and he looks fucking amazing, but you're right.
And it's not Cortana. For all you, I've seen a lot of people saying that, that's Cortana. It's not Cortana. It's been confirmed not to be Cortana. A brand new character, male character.
Male character, not obviously.
But with all this news coming out, another thing that has been going on this week is the console wars are back in full heat.
Yes.
So the first thing that happened at the beginning of this week was announced Microsoft is dropping.
More Kinect.
Yeah. Well, they're not dropping the Kinect. They're giving you the option now, and starting June 9th, to buy the Xbox One without the Kinect for $400, or with the Kinect for $500, or $399 and $499.
Everyone in the world was saying this should have been done from the very beginning. That was a very bad move on their part, not to do it.
Yeah.
You not being a fan of you don't care about the Kinect. I like it. I don't like the fact that you don't get anything. You don't get a game. It just the Kinect. I who like the Kinect was like, dude, you can't just put this and expect it to sell. Yeah. Obviously not everyone liked the motion features.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone. You can't force it upon people.
And I guess the issue is it's an extra $100, dude. Yeah. How are they? I don't know how they. By far, would you say by far Sony, PlayStation 4 is winning the console war?
Yes, sales alone.
Unquestionably, Sony is winning the console war. For those of you who care about the console war in general, I really in general don't give a fuck I own both Sony and Microsoft. Like
I'm gonna buy both.
Yeah, like
we're gonna own both eventually.
Yeah,
it just depends on which one you want to get first.
It might be just because you do this YouTube thing, I have to own both. But I mean, I really don't care. Like the games are good. The games are good.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Neither of them, to be honest, have games that make me want to go out and buy one.
No, not right now. Oh,
not right now. No. There's, I mean, Halo 5 is definitely going to be that
console seller. Yeah,
yeah, that's a console seller.
Yeah.
Right now, the only console I want to buy is a Wii U. Or, I mean, I already have the 3DS, but I want to play the new Brawl.
Yeah,
that's my console seller. That's going to be as soon as the game comes out. I'm gonna buy the game. Maybe next day go buy a Wii U. Yeah. I'm getting the game before I get the Wii U.
Yeah,
that's how much of a console seller I see that game, and they don't have one.
Yeah,
and you know, I thought, you know, the Kinect wasn't very big, but I thought if they would have marketed it a little bit more like the Wii did, maybe if they didn't have it for the original Xbox and just kind of geared it up for the next one and kind of made it, you know, Wii did an amazing job selling. Yeah, you know, that whole we would like to play was amazing. That was
great commercials, great marketing. Yeah,
to be honest, the controls aren't that amazing.
Yeah,
but it was really fun. They marketed it well. Xbox should have done something similar. They should have included, you know, some kind of game like that.
Wii Sports. Yeah,
they should have included a Wii Sports kind of game.
Yeah,
that would have helped it a lot.
I guess they just made a complete kind of marketing and PR blunder, because I guess their mindset was, hey, you know what? The Kinect's already been out for the Xbox. People know what it is. We don't need to, you know, kind of sell them on a game for it. More about the functions. And like I said, like I have my Xbox One. I have the Kinect. I have it unconnected, but not because I don't think it's good. It's just I don't know. I'm a hardcore gamer. I don't need it.
Yeah, you're in front of we're in front of our screens, like 6 inches away most of the time.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, like I'm not in the living room. You know, like waving my hand and like,
that's what the Wii. You know, the Wii U was great for that because it was a system you didn't have to sit all close up for.
Yeah,
it was very much this very relaxing kind of game.
Yeah,
which the Kinect could have done, but it's not for. It's definitely not for everyone, and they should not have marketed it.
And I will say, like, the Kinect is cool, dude. Like, I like the voice commands. I like all the motion commands. Like, any of you haven't tried it, give it a try. It's not bad. It's just, it's not for everybody. But that's why I say the console wars are really heating up. So another thing that was reported this week was that the PS4 again this last month in April outsold the Xbox One again. Right. But the highest selling game again was Titanfall. So it's one of those things. So I think Microsoft is really, really trying to make a lot of moves by announcing all this Halo stuff, multiple Halo stuff. And then announce dropping the Kinect. I mean, how do you see it turning out? Like, who do you think will quote unquote win the console war at the end of the generation? Whenever the next Xbox and PS
comes out, which one's going to be on top?
Like 6 years from now, who do you think is going to win?
You know, right now it's really hard to say, just because neither game has that seller like we were saying. But right now, I'm going to give it to Xbox just because we have Halo 5 announced. Announced. I mean, I don't know what PlayStation is going to do, what Sony's going to do to kind of counter this at E3.
Yeah.
But they need to come up with something big.
Well, I mean, I know for sure they're going to announce games, like they're going to announce Uncharted.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
another very big good series.
Good series. I imagine they're going to announce another God of War. I imagine they will. You know, the thing, the Sony's kind of messed up because they dropped the ball with Square Enix. Now that Kingdom Hearts, multiple consoles, Final Fantasy, multiple consoles. Because like
Final Fantasy 15.
Final Fantasy 15 console seller for me.
Yes.
Kingdom Hearts 3 console seller
for me, and now they're on both. So
yeah,
it's not I mean, it is still a console seller, or it would have been. But now it's just like, I'm just going to have to wait for that game that will make me buy one of the two.
Yeah. And personally, like, for me personally, I'm not saying this is for everybody, so don't throw hate over me at my way. For me, a console seller has to be an online game too. For me, a game that's going to sell a console to me, I have to be able to play it for longer.
Right.
So like something like Uncharted, you play it for 20 hours, 15 hours, you're done. It's a great game, but like for me, that wouldn't sell me on a console. It would have to be something like a new sick ass Killzone, or like even like God of War is like I would borrow a friend's PS4 and play it instead of buying a whole console for it
to play it for like a week.
Yeah,
I mean you can play the story over and over, but it gets stale after a while. It's the same.
Well, at least I know they're starting to add more stuff because I know like the last God of War that had online and it was pretty good.
Really,
it's pretty good, but it was kind of like Assassin's Creed in the sense that like you play it for a little bit. It's not something that you'll play forever, but it will extend the game. It
extends the game's life.
Yeah, it extends the game's life by maybe a couple of weeks, but not by too long.
Yeah, it's gonna have still a small community, nothing major.
But definitely, Sony is crushing right now. But it looks like Microsoft making a lot of moves. We'll see at E3. They said this week also that E3 is gonna be all about the games. That's what they said. That's what they said last time too.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how much we can take their word. Like how much salt we have to take with their word.
Yeah.
It's like,
what about Nintendo though? I mean, everybody forgets it, but we talked a little bit about it. But everybody always now it's just like Nintendo's not even in the console war. Do you think they can make a comeback?
I mean, not Brawl. I'm sorry, Super Smash Brothers. All I have to say, that's gonna sell consoles.
Yeah.
That's gonna do really well. And then they've been getting a lot of trademarks. I don't know if you read it at all. They've been buying, or the Pokemon company has been,
which belongs to Nintendo.
Has been, purchasing a lot of trademarks around the world.
Yeah.
They a couple months ago, almost a year ago, they got it in the U.S.
Yeah.
And now they have it over in Europe.
Yeah, last year they got it in the U.S.
Yes.
I know exactly what you're talking about. What's this trademark called? Tell me.
Pokken Fighters.
Pokken Fighters. My man.
A fighting game. I mean, you said in the last podcast you would like a 3D Pokemon game, where you get in an adventure. How would you feel about a 3D style, maybe, Pokemon fighting game?
I think that'd be cool. I mean, like, I always love when they take a game and bring it into a different kind of genre. Like, I mean, when we're talking about fighting game, we're talking about a more, not like a Pokemon Stadium fighting.
Yes, no, we're not talking about turn-based battle. I mean, there's nothing about it. There was a Tokyo Game Show that kind of had a teaser. It had pretty much it was showing a bunch of Pokemon stuff, and then at the end it was Lucario and Blaziken just faced. It looks like they were about to face off. They were about to get into a brawl in the middle of a city.
Yeah,
people were assuming that was what Pokken Fighters was, and it could be some kind of fighting game. I don't know if you ever heard of. There's a fighting game out. It was fan made Pokemon Type Wild.
Yeah.
It's pretty Street Fighter-esque fighter.
Yeah.
I mean, if they could go that route, but it would be awesome to see them go a route where you actually control the Pokemon, kind of like you would in battle.
Yeah.
Like this 3D field where you move around and have this epic fight with another trainer. That'd
be fucking sick. And that's another thing. I like Pokemon itself. It's funny because the president of Nintendo they did they had a whole press conference, Nintendo Direct thing this week too, and they talked about how they're lowering their Wii U estimates of how much they're gonna sell. Right. But he said specifically, he's like, one game could change that. He's like, all it takes is one game to sell a system,
right? And
then people will then buy the other games. And then he specifically mentioned the Game Boy Color was dead. Everybody thought it was over. Everybody thought that we should just move on to the next handheld system, and then we released Pokemon.
And destroyed all expectations.
And then completely. Now, obviously, every console Pokemon game that's come out hasn't really been.
They've done okay around the Pokemon fans, but not because Pokemon doesn't has its very hardcore gamers and then everyone else.
Yeah.
And it's everyone else literally that plays it.
Yeah. We
can say. And the other games don't have that same grab. They don't grab as many people as the core Pokemon games.
So something like this is different can obviously now you said it's called Pokken Fighters.
Yes.
So how do they know that's Pokemon though?
Pokemon, I mean just the name Poke, and it's by the Pokemon company. I mean that was obvious.
Yeah.
And the reason that just the name Pokken is Tekken.
Yeah.
So they thought Pokemon fighting game.
And what does Tekken mean?
If I'm not mistaken, it means Iron Fist. Tech itself and then Ken. Yeah. Iron and then Fist. Okay. So Pokken Fist, pretty much.
Pokken Fist. Oh yeah. Okay. So that's what I think is like a fighting game.
Yes.
Nice.
And that is a sick ass name.
I would need to see it.
Yes, I need to see more. To be honest,
I need to see more. But the idea itself, I could definitely buy a console. Just like I love like Marvel vs. Capcom. Like
right.
I bought a Sega Dreamcast
just for it.
Just for Marvel vs. Capcom because that was the best. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 because that was the best system you could play on.
Right.
It was terrible on the PlayStation 2 and on the Xbox. It was laggy and all that. So I would definitely that could be a system seller. But also at this E3, for sure they're already gonna announce the next Zelda.
Yes.
So that's definitely can be a system seller.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean,
I don't think Pokken Fighters will hear much news about it anytime soon. But it's definitely in the back of our minds, like, dude, it could be a
E3, man. E3 is the magical land of possible. It's almost like you start hearing all these rumors, like they're gonna announce like
Half-Life 3.
Yeah. Half-Life 3, it's coming. I know. I've been with every E3. You get your hopes up, nothing, but it'll happen someday, hopefully.
Yes, and we'll get more news about it.
So, esports. Do you follow esports?
Yeah, I mean, I follow a lot of, not necessarily esport, I follow a lot of tournament play, you know, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Street Fighter, that kind of stuff.
You like fighting stuff?
Fighting stuff. I do recently got into, you know, watching some competitive Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It's near the end of, you know, the Black Ops, because Black Ops 2, I started watching a little bit of it, and still watching now, but not as much.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's been blowing up a lot.
Okay, so I saw this article 2 days ago. Amazing. This really shows you how much esports is growing. Like, if anybody has any doubts if this is gonna be a real thing, I think this is just shutting all that conversation down. So, Dota. That's how you pronounce it, right?
I believe so. I don't know. I've never played it. But.
Fix me up in the comments if I fucked up.
What does Dota mean?
I don't play Dota 2 or Dota 2. I'll say Dota now, which is like League of Legends. So they have a world championship or international tournament every year. It's called the International. That's the name of the tournament.
Oh, okay.
This is going to be their 4th one. It's called the International 4. The prize pool right now, as we speak right now, is $5 million.
Wow.
Which means the top team will take about $2.5 million, and then the rest of the $2.5 million will be spread out amongst the next 8, you know.
Wow, dude. That is
$5 million.
Now, I don't know. I've never seen Dota play. I mean, I never saw it. I have seen some League of Legends, but that's also very popular, and I know it's 5 people, so they're gonna be. I mean, if Dota's anything, if they're similar at all, there's about 5 people that are gonna be splitting half of $5 million.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's crazy, and the craziest thing is last year the prize pool was 2.8, if I'm not mistaken.
So it just keeps
it's getting bigger. Now they did something really smart this year, is that they put out this guide that people can buy. Costs $10 for every guide that somebody buys. $2.50 goes toward the prize pool.
Oh, so it'll keep growing.
So it's gonna keep growing. So as of now, it's $5 million. It's gonna get bigger. Who knows how much bigger it's gonna get?
That's. I mean, I recently, I heard a while back about Call of Duty being in X Games.
Yeah. That's gonna happen in.
That's what?
Yeah, like what?
I mean,
what?
I appreciate esports for what they are, but now they're like, being brought into the X Games. It's like, dude, like.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, because I've seen this argument millions of times. I am in no way saying esports is athletics.
Neither am I. It is its own thing. I mean, the name esports, I don't know if it's a right term for it.
Yeah,
but that's what they call it.
It's just the one that caught on.
Yeah.
But and I see so many people hitting. It's like, these guys aren't athletes.
Look
blah
how
blah blah.
Big they are. They don't do exercise.
Dude. First of all, not all the dudes are fat. Okay?
Those are just the popular ones.
Just me. All right. No, but a lot of them really aren't. Like if you look at the Call of Duty ones, a lot of these guys.
Yeah, you know the top teams, EG right now.
Yeah.
They're not these, guys that you would think to be gamers.
Yeah.
You have the Optics squad. They have like a personal trainer. I mean, most of them are pretty. Yeah. Stumpy looks like a freaking. His upper body, it's huge.
Yes.
They don't look at all like a people that you would consider these. What everyone's saying online.
No, yeah, but it's like I said, like they're not athletes, dude. I'm not.
They're not athletes.
They're not. I'm not saying they're athletes, but what I am saying is, esports. I like esports because I like anything that's competitive, and I think. For us to ignore the fact that
it's a competitive game,
yeah, but the thing is, like, the games are such an integral part of our lives now. Mm-hmm. Whether you like it or not, that's just the way it is. Like everybody plays games now, even your grandma. Like I say,
on her iPad.
phone, Candy Crush, man, and they compete in that. Who can beat it faster? Who can beat it?
There's scores. There's high scores. Competitive. That's competitive.
Yeah, and so like esports, like. I think that this story, this Dota story, was really interesting to me because it just really shows me like it's really taking another next. That's like to me like the next level. If every single one of the games that are played can get that big of a prize pool, that's life changing.
Yeah, that is, you don't have to. You can make your life all about gaming, and a lot of people try to.
Yeah.
And struggle.
Yeah.
Even whether it be professional gamers, people that do gaming news stuff. Anything like that, they struggle, but it's really showing that it's growing. It's growing huge,
and that's the other thing that shows me it's growing is that you see all these like channels that have like the esports news or like analysis and shit. Like I think that's what shows the real growth is when you have all the extra stuff that goes around.
It's like they're analyzing these games, and everyone has done it forever.
Yeah,
people do it themselves to study the games, but. It's now like kind of like a more professional way of doing it.
Yeah, and people want to see it, and you can get paid for doing it. Not a lot of money, but I don't know. I think it's an exciting new.
Especially, video games. A lot of people love it. It's an amazing thing that you can actually start making your life around it.
For real. Speaking of that, okay, 50K, we hit it.
Oh yeah.
Gamers Little Playground. We hit 50,000 subscribers this weekend. Let me just say, really, let me give you like a 2-minute thing. First, I want to say thank you. I started this channel maybe in 2010, but I didn't really post anything on it till like 2011, 2012, early 2012. And like, I've been blessed to be able to do this now for my living. It's not the greatest living in the world, at least not yet, but it's growing, and I owe that all to you guys. And I really wish that I could give away a fucking car, like,
buy someone a car, buy them a house.
Just because like I'm so appreciative for everything that you guys do, coming to the videos, liking the videos, subscribing, commenting, like all that really helps all of us out at GLP. But it particularly really makes me happy because I've worked so long and so hard for it that it's just nice to see it
finally coming up for you.
Yeah, and it's just finally kind of happening. And for all of you guys who are like aspiring YouTubers, it's not easy. It's not. But like even for somebody who just has 50,000 subscribers, you can make a living out of it if you can just keep on the grind. And hopefully the hope is you can make it bigger and bigger and bigger. If you can't, you can't. At least you tried. But it's not impossible. That's what I say that. So I'm gonna do a 50K giveaway. But before that, we had a giveaway last week.
Right.
And for those of you who didn't know, what you have to do is ask us a would you rather question. Yeah. Now we looked through all of them.
All 15.
Yeah, we looked through all these different ones, and the winner. Well, here, let me pull this up real quick. All right, so we looked at every single question. Some of them were fucking weird, dude.
Yeah.
And
I expected it.
I expected weird, and like good for you, dude. For the weirdness. And like we said, it could be weird, and that's fine. Some of them were like really, really strange. We're gonna answer a couple of these just for fun, but first we'll give you the winner. Okay, so the winner is 098 GXM, and his question is:
would you rather always have to say everything on your mind or never speak again? We found this one the most interesting.
Yeah, because it actually, when you really think about it, it's not that easy to...
Yeah, because, you know, we were saying that, oh, you can just text. You can just be like, whatever. But it's not the same feeling. You have a girlfriend. You're not going to be texting your entire relationship. Yeah. It's just not working. Like,
or say, like, how was funny, like, how would be funny if you're, like, having sex and you're, like, writing on a paper, oh, baby. You know? Like, so amazing. No, but, like, it's one of those things, so... At first, it seemed simple at first. I was just like, dude, I'd rather just say everything on my mind. Like, I'm not just like gonna like shut the fuck up forever. But then I thought about what things really come into my mind.
Well, like, you're not even thinking about it. Like,
no, but like, okay, like I'm walking down the street and I see a hot girl and I'm like, damn, she's fine. Like, blah blah blah. Like, if I really said that, what was on my mind, I'd be probably shot or killed or slapped.
This is the fattest, like, this is the ugliest person I've seen in my life.
Yeah, like, look at this bitch. Like, look at this ugly ass. Like, you know, like, what, like, those type of things come to your mind. You think about, like, nobody's a saint. Dude.
No one's a saint in their mind. No one.
No. So I thought about it for like 5 minutes. Thank you. You made me think for 5 minutes. And my answer would be, I would never speak again.
You would never speak again.
Yes, because I can live without speaking. I can write stuff out, fine. Which you said that doesn't say that I can't do that. I acknowledge that it won't be the same overall, but I figure if I have to speak everything that's on my mind, then I won't have friends anyway.
That is true.
I wouldn't have friends or family. I would just alienate everybody.
And see, I mean, I would have gone with never speak again, but I can't imagine not speaking again for the rest of my life.
Yeah, so you would speak everything on your mind.
And I feel that hopefully I would be able to talk my way out of every problem I cause. You know what I mean? Like, I would cause the worst problems ever, but I'm hoping that just being able to speak, I'll be able to, you know, fix it. I can't imagine, you know, walking down somewhere and not being able to speak, and someone comes up to me, I don't have a piece of paper. I can't, you know, I can't write what I need, you know.
I would learn sign language.
You would learn sign language.
I would learn sign language. All right. Well, thanks for asking that question. You win a month of gold. We'll message you on Google Plus or YouTube and all that, or message us back or whatever.
Give us your
or
you need his email, his
whatever
tag.
Yeah, whatever. Whether you want a month of gold or PlayStation, PlayStation Plus. Let us know. All right. Also, let's answer a couple other ones we found interesting. Okay. Now, this is the weirdest one, in my opinion. The weirdest one. Okay. Right. Would you rather kiss a penguin in a banana hammock covered in peanut butter, or quote unquote embrace the stick end of a broomstick the long way? What?
I was trying to understand the first part. Like, so, I mean, that doesn't seem. I mean, it's a penguin. Why am I kissing? Why is the penguin? And why are we in a banana hammock? Like, there's no, you know, correlate. Like, I'm like, what relates?
But mine is like, what the fuck does that have to do with a broomstick jamming it up your ass?
Right.
And a penguin and peanut butter.
Like, how? Like, I would choose the penguin hands down. I don't even know what it means, and I would choose the penguin hands down.
Dude, so this is by the Adrenaline Gamers. You almost won this. I'm sorry you didn't win, but like, this was so twisted and fucked up.
We were thinking about this one a little bit longer than the other one, but just because we couldn't figure out what was the relation that we had to find.
And for the record, I would fucking make out with the penguin all day. Like, I wouldn't even if I wouldn't have to.
Hey, you saw a penguin.
If I saw a penguin, I would fucking kiss it. Penguins are so cute, dude. And there's peanut butter on it.
Yes, I mean, it's peanut butter.
Awesome. And wrapped in a banana hammock. I don't know what that has to do with it.
What is a banana hammock?
It's just a hammock, I guess.
Is it like in the shape of a banana? Like, you peel it open and you just lay in it. I mean, because that would be actually pretty awesome.
Peel it open and what comes out, a penguin with peanut butter on it.
Oh my god!
Awesome. Awesome.
The other one I wouldn't even touch.
I wouldn't even go near that. What was the other one we were saying?
Was it the one that
with the bomb?
Yeah.
Okay, this one was.
So twisted. This one, I was like, I read it completely wrong.
Okay, Josh Taylor. Would you rather?
No,
that's not the one. I'm sorry, Josh Taylor.
Bravo Man 368.
Okay, Bravo Man 368. Would you rather fuck your girlfriend in your mom's body, or fuck your mom in your girlfriend's body?
Like. Either way, it's like
either way, you're fucked. Either way,
there's nothing you can like. There's no there's no way to like the other one. On your mind, never speak again. There's some kind of happiness out of each one. You know what I mean? Whether this one is like either way, you're
no. Are you gonna answer it? No.
Would you rather fuck your girlfriend in your mom's body?
Yes, or
your mom in your girlfriend's body. Just by that, okay. Let's say we have to answer it now. I'm gonna make you.
Okay,
answer.
You have to. Okay,
we're answering it.
I have to answer this question.
I'm going girlfriend's body. I know my mom's in there, but I wouldn't touch my mom in that way at all. I wouldn't work at all.
100 billion% agree with you. I would go with because with the body, at least I can fool myself into thinking it's not real or blocking it out of my mind. At least just take the body and pretend that it's just no. But that's how I would answer that one. I didn't even want to you almost won too. It was so twisted. You almost won too. But at the end of the day, the guy who won, he made me think the most because it was actually, when you think about it, it was a tricky question.
It made me reevaluate my life.
Yeah.
Do my friends like me that much that they'll be able to stand me?
Yeah.
Or will I have to never be able to talk to anyone about anything and just fucking write things down without the same emotion, without any of that? It
make you a good fucking writer, though.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm a horrible writer, and all my sarcasm would be gone. No more sarcasm. I would have to hold up a sign. I would have to keep a piece of paper in my pocket always, so that after I write whatever, in case it is sarcasm.
Or you can just write Bazinga on it.
No, I'm not saying Bazinga.
Bazinga on it. Is that the word, right? Bazinga.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right, well, thanks for participating in that. All right, so 50K giveaway. So here's what we're gonna give away.
Almost ended.
Almost ended. All right, here we go. Here's what you want. So what you give me? Like I said, I wish I could give you more, but this is what we're gonna give you: a free game of your choice on any console. So if you win this giveaway, you can win any game you want. I will have it delivered to your house from Amazon. If you live overseas, like in Europe or something, I can't have the game delivered to you, but what I can do is transfer the money into your account. PayPal. So if you're in Europe or somewhere else and you want to win, then you need to have PayPal. Otherwise, or even if you win in States and you don't want a game and you just want the money, I'll just give you the money. It's fine. So this is what you got to do. We have this series called Games That Shook the World. It's in the description. All you need to do is watch part of this video, even if it's just a minute. It's one of our favorite videos. We think it's really underrated, and we just want more people to watch it. So all you got to do is go to the video, like it, comment something about the video.
Yeah, don't leave us some whack, just, nice.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. Something, watch the video. Just give us a little something more.
Just watch, even if you just watch it for 1 minute or 5 minutes. It's not that long. I think it's a 12-minute video. It's like a mini documentary about Super Mario Brothers. So you'll like it, trust me. So all you gotta do is leave a comment and hashtag giveaway, and then we'll pick one person randomly
with the hashtag giveaway.
And one person will win randomly. So we'll take all the comments that have the hashtag in it and just randomly draw from random.com, which we've used before in giveaways. For those of you who've been subscribed for a while, you've seen this before. Random.com. We can choose one person randomly, and that will be the winner. So remember, it's in the description. Games that shook the world. Click on it, like the video, watch it a little bit, leave a comment, hashtag giveaway, and you can get a chance to win a free game on any console or Steam or whatever. Basically, you're winning $65.45.
Yeah, it's the price of a retail new console game.
A retail new console game. So thanks again, 50K subs. We really appreciate all the support. Woo! 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 Can't wait to see who wins. Please participate, and we'll see you next week at Nerds with Glasses. This is Knowledge.
Javi Havy.
Javi Havy. See you later.
Bye bye.